My name is Chiba from Japan. We are a member of SSG working group of AIJ, Architectural Institute of Japan. Today talk about structural silicon performance after 31 years in service in Japan. First, I'd like to explain about the history of SSG in Japan. Late 70s, SSG started from residential and small building. And around middle of 80, SSG glass curtain that took place in the market. Until until the first of 90s, many of SSG curtain building constructed, and also include high-rise building. But 1997, from 1997, almost the SSG construction stopped because the very conservative the SSG guideline issued by Construction Association Group. So many people worried about long-term durability of bonding performance of SSG. I researched the evaluate SSG glass performance, SSG glass curtain performance. At the red one show the Tanimachi YF building. It's completed 1985. This is SSG system first in Japan using high modulus silicon structural silicon and glazed at factory unit. So this picture shows 5 years service in building. Location is Osaka. Unfortunately, the Osaka had a terribly big earthquake in 1997, and another several times and big earthquake. The building is 8-story building, and SSG glass is a facade. It's a west elevation. I took a unit of the top of 8th floor. This is the detail of curtain system. Second to 7th floor, the SSG units supported back-marion. And the 8th floor is a SSG unit stand horizontally connect kind of ribbon type. I took SSG unit from 8th floor, and the component is it's heat reflective glass, reflective coating at the outside, bonded to the aluminum frame. By one part high modulus silicon structural sealant. It's imported from USA, Dow DC 795 with primer. The SSG seal part is section 10 by 16, the rectangular shape. Also, we use the same structural silicon material for with the sealant, with the seal part. The section is 10 by 12, almost square. This is show the inspection and examination method. First, of course, we checked at the site the visually and the contact surface at the silicon. So I feel very comfortable. Looks still good, the surface condition, the structure after 31 year. Then the cut the bonding silicone in the certain length and the pulling to check the bonding at the glass and the aluminum surface. Every the portion breaks at the steel material itself. No failure. Very good at keeping bonding at surface. Third one is the slice test. It's mean the silicone rubber test. Fourth one, finally, I take a place approx the 1 meter by 1.3 meter SSG unit. I cut it the middle by the water jet machine. And also divide two. It's one portion in the divide two, the silicone sealant portion and the weather seal portion. This is the result of slice test. This test is took the material from site, the slicing and the approximately 2 milli, and the punch to this dumbbell shape and the spring. We had a testing result is initial and past 1.5 year and 3 years, putting the result of after 30 years. Little bit hardness is increasing. So tensile strength T max is increasing the 50%, and also the elongation down to the half. But still 300% is keeping the elongation. I can say that this is still in the good rubber material, not brittle. This is the result of unit tensile tests. Please look at this chart. It's a 100% failure at material itself. No failure at bonding surface. So figure shows number of the 0.14 Newton is a very common number for design stress. Still the tensile stress keeping is almost 6 times or more. So very keeping very high strength. Next, to understand the property is changing or keeping or reducing. We are keeping first the 5 years rooftop exposure test. Put at the T max this T max is a little bit upper approx line. It's almost keeping same strength from beginning, but the elongation is that color is a little bit below the approx line. So I check again for weather seal portion because this rooftop extruder test specimen section is 12 by 12. According to GIS H-shape tensile test, weather seal is similar. 10 by 12 is almost similar section. So blue blue one is a result. So little bit, the higher than approx line. First, this figure shows the first 1 year, the reducing a little bit, and also after 1 year, keeping in the almost flat. So from this, the research testing, so we have possibility to, the estimate and to understand the actual reliability in service. From this, first 10 years, at least the 5 years exposure specimen test. So to know, the future durability, I add the, 30 years SSG sealant for aging test. The one is the accelerated exposure test. Using genome weathermeter, 3,000 hours UV test. And second one, it's a cyclic fatigue test. 100,000 times applied, the cyclic tensile and compression, the 10% of deformation. This chart shows, please look at again the failure mode. Every 100% break at the material itself. No failure, feature no failure at the adhesion bonding surface. This stress strain curve, show that after UV 3,000 hour, the 2 dot line is 31 year original. Compare the original, almost no different. So future is a long term the UV, almost no effect for durability of this SSG material. This is the final figure for stress strain curve after the cyclic fatigue 100,000 times. After the cyclic test is a structure, the modulus, little bit slightly, down. It means slightly changing the soft, but you can still enough strength for support of glass. I put line at 10%. It means you can know that this is almost design stress. So this SSG structural silicone keep enough performance under the through the almost cyclic maximum wind load in future. So this is a summary and the conclusion. The factory glazing SSG with high modulus silicone sealant is keeping performance as a structural shield. The SSG performance after 31 years in service will remain robust for significant time in future. I hope this SSG system keeping performance until end of building life without maintenance. Thank you very much. Attend for my presentation.
So thank you very much for this very interesting presentation and very promising results. I think that can help a lot on this type of construction. Are there questions from the audience?
Thank you for that. It's really encouraging to know that like silicon is so robust. Do you think it will be good for 100 years? After 100 years, is it still going to work?
I believe. I believe through the the testing. So, the curtain facade material. It's a silicone. Is best, I believe best material.
Thank you, Chiba-san, for that.
Oh,
very good.
Thank you, Rich.
So, just a question. You mentioned a big earthquake in 1997.
Yeah.
There's obviously been many, many more earthquakes in that particular area of Osaka. And do you have a tally on the total number of earthquakes and their intensity and what that has done to that building or other buildings adjacent to it as a benchmark?
Yeah, in Japan, as you know, the many earthquake is the area. So from design start, curtain wall, some the system for adjust, for kind of adjust for kind of some sliding system for movement. So, but this building is very fast, having this kind of mechanical adjust the seismic movement. But the small building directly attached the frame, but still nothing happened. The past the the many earthquake. So just the some building almost breaked, but I research checked with all curtain is nothing happened, but the structure broke. So it's a silicone performance for kind of absorbing performance for the moving.
Yes, very good. So even with additional loads through the lifetime encountered here that we typically don't have everywhere, but which are really severe in that case, and still it's very, very good performance, which I think is also very promising. Are there more questions from the audience? Maybe I have one last question.
Yeah.
You said, I saw in the picture the weather sealant and the structural sealant use the same materials.
Yes.
So this was one component.
Yeah.
I saw not even a two component, but a one component material. So the DC795.
Yes.
And if you see the results also now between the weather sealant and compare weather sealant and others, I mean this sealant, what would you say with regard to this aging that we do in these standards like ASTM and ETEC standards? Are those, I mean, not somehow then a little bit overdone if you see now these results?
So now is many of SSD sealant is two part.
Mm-hmm.
So that we did the similar kind of the durability test, not so different, and also the many building SSD sealant, the grade put directly the outside, almost same portion at the I say with the seal. So probably it's the weathering condition. That's the having factor for directory durability. Probably the temperature or a kind of moving, atom being moving. But now recent the regulation of performance of SSG more the flexibility. Yeah, for the adjust for the the impact load.
Okay.
Probably increasing performance. I believe increasing performance is the recent material. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi there. Did you like what you just saw? If you did, why don't you like the video, drop us a comment below, and share the video as well, since GPD is all about sharing. And to receive more videos in future, subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click the bell icon. Ciao!